like pussy, nigga. 09 and ecstasy, nigga. Fuck with me, dog. Pull up on the scene of some luxury, dog. That's me. And my Kobe, yeah. 24 and my clothes is rare. Iceberg, fuck the diamond, yeah. And that lake shit like Xavier. This that Juan Carlos and Javier. Raw coat, straight off the boat. I'm a fly nigga, took a wing off. Married to the game, took my ring off. That's me. We can have a bling off. Throw the auto-tune on, have a sing off. If the pussy ain't mine and I speed off. Cause I don't even fuck with hoes, rather beat off. No lotion, tips got the potion. Fuck the commotion, I'm out in the ocean. A nigga in motion, all this devotion. Got a nigga up in this bitch like he floating. Gold grill shining, check out my limb. On roll with the...
It's Monday, so that means three things. One, I'm not your MCM. Two, it's a Mamba Monday. And three, it's time for the 824 podcast. I am the smallest boss in charge, the Pope Chuck Paul. How are you guys doing this Monday morning? I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. It's been another eventful week in politics and sports, at least from my POV. And we're gonna jump right to it, get right into it. The motherfucking final 2020 presidential debate. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I honestly forgot. I don't know how I forgot. So my cousin called me and told me 30 minutes in, because I was watching the Battle of the Bums, the Bum Bowl, the Eagles versus the Giants. Real quick, the Giants lost, the Eagles almost lost, but the Eagles won. Whatever. Excuse me. So, the presidential debate was moderated by Philadelphia news anchor, let me get her name right. Oh my goodness, it's always a beautiful girl named Kristen Walker. She held it down and made sure that the presidential candidate, Joe Biden, and the President Donald Trump wasn't stepping out of line, cutting each other off. You know, all the other bullshit that went down during the first presidential debate. So I caught some of it. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I've seen the whole thing. But one thing that did not change, Donald Trump did not stick to the questions. He kept on going back to the 94 crime bill. He kept on trying to dig into Biden's personal life, go at his son numerous times, tried to prove that he's not racist and how he's done so much for the black community. Don't worry, I have a bunch of hip-hop quotables from that night. One thing that stuck out is when he said to the audience and Joe Biden and to the moderator, who happens to be a black woman, that he's done more for black people than any other president besides Abraham Lincoln. Okay, white people, check this shit out. Freeing slaves does not make you a good president. And to be completely honest with you, you shouldn't have slaves in the first place. Like, what really goes through some of these racist minds when they think, yeah, Abe Lincoln's a great president. He freed the slaves. Like, I really don't get it. Why are you comparing yourself to him? And why are you saying you are the least racist? Because by saying that you are the least racist, you are admitting that you are racist. Think about that. Also, this man, oh, Jesus Christ. How can you keep bringing up the 94 crime bill when you were the one who pretty much put a bounty on the once known Central Park Five, who are now the exonerated five? And what, after the documentary aired, you still didn't want to give an apology to the way you treated them? Are you called for the death penalty? Come on now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Five. Like, you can't sit here and say you're the least racist when you were trying to put those young men at the time under the jail. The way even the interviews were coerced and they were forced to give statements, and how their legal guardians weren't even present. during these interrogations. All of that came to the light, and still then Trump didn't want to apologize. Again, like I tell folks, you gotta stop bringing up this 94 crime bill. Because there were a lot of people in office, Democrats too, who signed that motherfucking bill. Republicans too, who signed that bill. And now that our generation, my generations, is a lot more knowledgeable, we can do things to get that ratified or changed in whatever way we can. But yeah, this race debate, oh my goodness. Just get out and vote. I walked by the polls today. I already did my early voting. The lines are long. Make sure you go out there. I would say make your voice heard, but I don't want you to take it out of context and like start a riot or something like that. But go out there and vote. It's your right. Because personally, if you don't vote, you give up your right to complain. You know? But yeah, but a lot of Trump rhetoric going back and forth, him just doing the same thing, dodging questions, going back to 94 crime bill. Another thing he also said, which was pretty funny, when asked about his taxes once again, he said, I wish I could show you guys my taxes, but my lawyer won't let me. Now we know good and damn well, if you had nothing to hide, you would just show them. But the kicker, he said he prepaid his taxes. Now, I have never heard of this before. Maybe there's some rich motherfucker shit. But he said he prepaid his taxes. He doesn't know. He just prepaid. If Trump does not get reelected, he just might go to jail. He already said if he loses the election, he's leaving the country. They asked about his bank account in China. He said, I tried to do business over there. It didn't happen, so I closed it. Everyone has accounts in China. Trump is on some, I'm taking everybody down if I'm leaving. Just think, this man has the nuclear codes. And also, this just in, Mike Pence, chief of staff, has tested positive for the coronavirus. But Pence says he will still continue to campaign. Like, these two are walking plagues. Lord, Lord, Lord. One more week, man. One more week. And we'll either have a new president or be stuck with this orange piece of shit for another 4 years. Let the coronavirus get him first. Now in other news, things that I really love, sports, NBA. Now, those know me personally, they would say I'm a LeBron hater, but I like LeBron. Dude's a dope player. Why wouldn't I love him? But I'm not like a fan. When I say fan, I mean like he's not my guy. But you gotta respect what he's done on the court and off the court. Him bringing along his friends, Maverick Carter, Rich Paul, those two forming Clutch Sports, and also their production company. They're getting into television and movies. I forget the actual name of their production company, but it's just dope that LeBron put his boys on. With that being said, with comes a lot of love, comes some hate. Because we all know, happy hoes ain't hating. And hating hoes ain't happy. There's a lot of hating ass hoes in the sports agency business. So recently, an anonymous agent sent an email to The Athletic. It's a sports news site. They report sports. So, I'm going to give you the gist of it. I'm going to post it over here. But what they pretty much said that LeBron James and Clutch Sports is messing up the NBA by forcing certain players down certain teams' throats because LeBron is on that team. They're talking about KCP, how he's been able to get 2-3 year contracts, even though he's kind of a mediocre player. But I watch damn near every Laker game. He comes in when he needs to. You feel me? And even a year or two ago when Anthony Davis changed agencies and got with Clutch Sports, Barkley was like, the fix is in. He's going to LA. He forced his way to LA. I think there's another Clutch Sports player on the Lakers. It might be, I don't know if it's J.R. Smith or Dion Waiters, but long story short, a lot of agents, I'm not going to say white agents, I don't know who, or other black agents, but agents are mad that they're being able to get the cream of the crop and sign whoever they want. But the fact of the matter is, Clutch Sports are getting guys paid, they're keeping them in the league, and they're getting them better contracts. Point blank, period. This same thing happened when Jay-Z was was starting Rock Nation Sports. Because right about now, it's either Clutch Sports in the NBA or Rock Nation Sports, or Rock Nation Sports with the NFL. I mean, was this a problem when David Falk was managing MJ? Was this a problem when the now general manager Rob Pelinka was managing Kobe? Maybe because it's a different era. I don't know. I mean, was this a problem when Drew Rosenhaus had all of the top NFL players? Was that a problem? And 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, from the day this story broke, Rich Paul assisted with a high school prospect. He was supposed to go to the University of Syracuse, but instead of going there, he thought about going to the G League. And instead of that, he decided to take a 1-year internship with shoe company New Balance that would pay him $1 million. And then if he was to go on to the NBA, he would also have the chance to earn $14 million in incentives if he records certain stats, which is dope for him. But guess who didn't like that? The University of Syracuse. Why? Because they have a big Nike deal, and they were going to sign a number 13, the 13th best player in the country to their school, and they lost him to New Balance. And also that means the NCAA doesn't get to show this kid, well, I'm not going to say kid, his name is Darius Baisley. They wouldn't have been able to show him off in the NCAA tourney. He's now in the Oklahoma City Thunder. And again, who brokered that deal? Rich Paul. So they've been hating on Rich Paul for a while now. Several years now. And I'm not mad at Rich Paul for doing what he has to do to get his clients paid. But at the end of the day, the owners are going to do what they want. They'll cut you when they feel like it. It's like when you work a regular job. Do they give you 2 weeks notice when they fire you? But why do you give them 2 weeks notice when you're leaving? Do what you got to do. All you ballers, NFL, MLB, NBA. I don't care. Get paid, dog. These team owners are billionaires. They're going to make that money back in concessions, in licensing, TV deals, jerseys, all that shit. But yeah, a lot of folks are hating on Clutch Sports and LeBron, and that shit is whack. Get your weight up, not your hate up. Don't get in your feelings. Ain't no money in there. And all the cool sayings that the cool kids are saying these days. I wanted to keep this episode short. Those are two things I really wanted to touch on. There's some motherfucking debate and all the clutch sports hate. And oh, there's some Laker hate going on too. Shaq, shut the fuck up. You're a hater. Pat Riley, you're saying it might be an asterisk next to the Lakers championship because you guys didn't have a healthy Adebayo and Dragic? Saying it might have went to a game 7? Stop it, 5. Stop it. And before I let go, that's my favorite segment because that means like I'm about to get out of here and then like enjoy the rest of my day. The NBA season might start right before Christmas, December 22nd. They're still in negotiations. To me, it's pretty fast because the finals just ended, so I don't know. That's a little too soon for me, but I'm not an NBA player. We'll see how that goes. Also, Jeezy vs. T.I. was just announced this past weekend for November 19th for Season 2 of the Versus Battle. This is one of the battles I've been asking for. I mean, I could care less if it was T.I. or Future or Jeezy. But T.I. and Jeezy, during my college years, man, look, you talk about a bad influence. The Rubber Band Man and the Snowman. Sheesh. Had me going crazy. And also, early voting is still going on. Go out there and vote. Try to get your mail-in ballots, absentee ballots, whatever you got to do so you can vote. All right? And always remember, like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm the Poe Chuck Paul. This is Day 24 podcast. Peace out.